China's Belt and Road Initiative, also known as the New Silk Road, is an exceptional infrastructure project that was launched in 2013 by President Xi Jinping. It would possibly stretch from East Asia to Europe and would enhance the economy and political influence of China. Analysts are regarding this project as an unsettling extension of China's power. Due to the increase in costs, some countries have started to oppose this project. According to the United States, the BRI could act as a Trojan horse for China-led regional development and military expansion. Stay till the end to know why China's visions are completely different for BRI. Welcome to our channel, Build to Innovate, where we provide you with facts related to mega projects worldwide, technology, and much more. Before heading on to the video, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our updates. In 2013, during their official visit to Kazakhstan and Indonesia, President Xi announced the initiative. The plan was bilateral. The Overland Silk Road Economic Belt and the Maritime Silk Road were initially referred to as the One Belt, One Road Initiative, but eventually became the Belt and Road Initiative. Xi wanted to create a massive network, including highways, energy pipelines, railways, and streamlined border crossings through the former Soviet republics in the west and southward to Pakistan, India, and the rest of Southeast Asia. This network would increase the international use of Chinese currency. Xi announced at the 2013 summit of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, his plans for the 21st century Maritime Silk Road. China would invest in the development of ports along the Indian Ocean to East Africa and parts of Europe to accommodate expanding maritime trade traffic. Experts see the BRI as one of the main planks of Chinese statecraft under Xi, as it serves as a pushback against the much-touted US pivot to Asia. It will create several opportunities for China to develop new investment opportunities, cultivate export markets, and boost Chinese incomes and domestic consumption. Besides, China is motivated to boost global economic links to its western region. The ambition of China for BRI is astounding, as more than 60 countries have signed on to projects or indicated an interest in doing so. Xi's announcements were appreciated across the Silk Road countries, but due to the suspicion across the West, China started building and upgrading railways, ports, power plants, and airports. But why? The official statements of Chinese officials suggest that these routes would boost international trade and benefit the global economy. However, Western countries are still suspicious about China's real intentions. This might be understood by discussing the two main countries of the BRI. Pakistan. Pakistan desperately needs to develop its transport infrastructure, as it still has a 150-year-old rail network that needs replacing. Many of the railroads are already decaying, and it poses a significant threat to the passengers. The One Belt, One Road initiative is advantageous to Pakistan as it is situated between China and the Arabian Sea, which is why China is interested to invest in Pakistan and open up a new trade route. Xi visited Pakistan in 2015 and announced an initial $46 billion investment in a hope of connecting Xinjiang in West China with the southern seaside area of Gwadar in Pakistan. A major railway project is being established in Pakistan that consists of 4 railway lines across Pakistan. It involves upgrading the current infrastructure and doubling its length. Every investment proposes a risk, and this railway megaproject currently faces several problems. It has been delayed due to the faults in the design and lack of capacity. The current economy of Pakistan has raised doubts about its ability to return the money to China. The project is 4 years behind schedule. Pakistan is already facing a huge economic crisis, and they owe $6 billion to China. Some people consider that it was not unfortunate, and they wanted to make Pakistan indebted to increase its influence on the country. Sri Lanka. China used the same strategy in Sri Lanka in the past and also invested in Sri Lanka's second biggest port, Hambantota. China had been providing loans for this port since 2008, but by 2016, the port had been incurring losses. The Sri Lankan government decided to privatize the port and give 100-year ownership to a company owned by the Chinese government. It is not technically owned by China, so the US Department of Defense is worried that China could even set up a naval base there. This leads to people calling One Belt, One Road debt trap diplomacy, where they exercise power over countries through racking up debts. The reason why these countries take loans with China is that there are no strings attached. When a country tries to get a loan from Western countries, they will loan the money on the condition that the country commits to social and democratic reforms. However, China gives judgment-free loans. They not only gain power on the ports, railway systems, and highways, but also gain votes on the voting floor of the United Nations. China can also use its investment in the BRI to win friends and influence third world countries. So, how did the United States respond to China-led regional integration? The US has shared the concerns of other countries regarding the intentions of China. The US was working towards the development of the economies of South and Central Asia. This goal was further intensified after the start of the US war in Afghanistan. The Obama administration referenced the need for the Afghan economy to move past foreign assistance. In 2014, Deputy Secretary of State at that time, William Burns, committed the United States to return Central and South Asia to its historic role as a vital hub of global commerce, ideas, and culture. For this reason, the Obama administration supported a gas pipeline worth $10 billion through Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India. Millions of dollars were also spent on roads and energy products in Afghanistan, and used its diplomatic muscle to produce new regional cooperation frameworks to foster Central Asian economic links. Some analysts even argued that the United States might find a silver lining in the BRI. They could even use BRI projects to have China pay for infrastructure initiatives in Central Asia that are also in the US interest. With time, One Belt, One Road no longer resembled the original trade routes, but became a catchphrase for Chinese foreign investment. In 2021, things got intense as Xi proposed a new Silk Road, the Arctic Silk Road. The melting ice caps mean that several routes are becoming available on this continent, and there is an abundance of unexplored oil and gas. 9 years after the historic announcement in Kazakhstan, China has finally come across some competition. In July 2022, the G7 announced the Partnership for Global Infrastructure, a $600 billion investment into development projects in third world countries. The tensions between China and the US during the 21st century have often been referred to as the Second Cold War. But this time, both sides will be financing projects and winning friends across the world. It seems like the Silk Road's initial aim to bring the East and West closer together has made them drift further apart. Do tell us your view about One Belt, One Road in the comment section. If you've reached this far, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and press the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. See you in another video. Until then, take care.